Hey, welcome everybody. It is Thanksgiving week for those here in the United States. So we're all going to give thanks for all of you and all of our friends out there. And my buddy Jerid, I even am thankful for him. Jerid,
Oh,
how are
that's
you?
so good. I am doing good. How are you doing today, Dennis? I am grateful for you too.
What the hell was that?
What are you talking about, Dennis?
Why was it that rough?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Why does your microphone have a mustache tickler on it?
Because I was tired of breathing into it, so I tried to get something to reduce the wind.
I
Apparently,
should take a picture and post it that you have like an Eskimo hat on your microphone tip.
hey, it's cold.
Yeah,
It
I
needs a little.
guess. Oh God, it's good stuff, guys. I wish you could see it. It's so good. He looks so warm and fuzzy.
Hey, it's nice and warm in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I had an eventful week. What about you?
I had a very not eventful week.
Oh,
So
well,
there was a large amount of nothing that took place over here. A lot of work, and then this weekend, yeah, it's pretty uneventful. I did have some plans that changed very rapidly. So I'm interested in your exciting week before I tell everybody about my nothing.
man, where to start? Um, so I do want to start with some not so good news. Maybe this has happened to someone else, so I'd like to get some feedback on this. Um, Remember a couple of weeks ago, I said, "Hey, I got an order that I'm shipping off to Mexico."
Mm.
Which I got paid for because an order like that, an international order like that, I'm going to make sure it goes through. And it wasn't an expensive knife; it was like a $300 order. Shipped it off, and then probably 6 days after I shipped it, before they received payment, before they received the shipment, I get a message from my website, my commerce provider, GoDaddy, that they have disputed the charges at their credit card company. So GoDaddy has to reverse the payment.
Has to?
Yeah, they've already reversed it. It's under dispute. And they asked me for all the information, the invoice, the tracking, the shipping, and all of this. So they're disputing the dispute.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, has anyone else faced this? Is this just a new scam out there? Um, I
So I'm
can't.
confused. So you got paid?
I got paid, and then they reversed it because the guy reported it as disputed it with the credit card company. I don't know what basis he could have disputed it on because it had only been 6 days to ship an international shipment. He got a tracking, he got a fulfillment email saying that it was shipped. He got a tracking number.
Did the package arrive?
I haven't checked yet. Um, I haven't checked in the last day because I was away for the weekend. But
So he waited for it to ship, get a
wait,
tracking number, disputed the charge,
yes,
and is trying to get a
yeah,
knife and
and not pay for it.
classy.
Very classy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a new kind of scam. Is this going to be because it's overseas and they're just going to dispute it and not do anything about it? Um, so I'll keep you guys posted on how this goes because this will definitely put my radar up for international orders going forward.
So,
Which
does the same thing happen here in the States, or
I
do
mean,
they
it.
automatically reverse the
Oh
payment
yeah,
if it's disputed?
yeah. This is not like if the credit card, if it got disputed by the credit card company, yes, they would just reverse it. That part's normal. I'm not mad at GoDaddy. they're doing what they're supposed to do. It's the fact that this guy disputed the payment. It's not like I didn't send it. He got a tracking number. He knows it's on the way. This is definitely bullshit.
Or is a
So,
stolen credit card, and the people that actually, you know, have the credit card are like, hey, I didn't order this shit.
maybe.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah. But then they had the address of where the knife was shipped to. If the guy was dumb enough to ship it to, it smells like a scam to me.
Yeah.
I very much doubt that, I doubt I'm going to ever see the knife again, but it's certainly, like I said, it gets my radar up for international orders from now on.
Yeah. And you think that having that sell through a website is a little safer than, a Instagram or social media type of transaction.
Right. And it's I've heard horror stories about PayPal. Same kind of thing. So the PayPal ones, I make sure that comes through fully before, I get the money from PayPal before anything gets shipped. But this was credit card,
Yeah.
and those are usually a little safer. But I don't know if you guys have had any issues like this. Drop us a line on the Instagram. I'd like to hear, if anyone else has had this issue.
Yeah. I'm a little interested too.
Yeah. So that's not so good, but I'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah. That sucks, man. I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like, the dagger that I just shipped at least, but, it was a $300 knife and not a, $5,000 knife or something like that.
Yeah. That's definitely a plus.
Right. But those I get signatures on, and that
Maybe he
kind of
just
thing.
got the knife and was like, fuck this.
I sent him an
I
email and
just got lightheaded. I'm so funny.
Jared's arm hurts from patting himself on the
Oh,
back.
Jesus. Yeah. No, this isn't what I wanted.
Fine, send it back. No, I sent him an email saying, "Why did you dispute this? On what
And he's ghost
reason?"
or
Yeah, he never answered me.
gotcha. Yeah.
So
That's a
that's the other
bummer, dude.
reason why. Yeah, it sucks.
Well, shit.
But something to watch out for in the future. But yeah, I've been still madly working on katanas.
Bro. So, guys, Dennis and I are friends. We see each other a lot, no matter how it sounds here. So I swung by this afternoon to pick something up, and I walked in, and I have we've been hanging out for years now, right? And today was the very first time I think I've ever seen you wear like stress, like
uh,
ever. And I think it's hilarious and brings my heart full of joy. Like I am so thankful for this on this wonderful Thanksgiving week.
oh, that's what you're thankful for.
I'm so thankful that you found the opportunity to have retirement bring you more stress than I've ever seen in your life. It is great. No, but seriously, man, like you were kind of. I looked and I could just see. I was like, "Oh, this guy's yeah." He's like, "Oh, I'm just got to get all this stuff and run it," And yeah, it's the first time
Yeah.
I've seen you wear it. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get these things done so I can get them sent out, and I've got a hard deadline. Like I've said, either I'm going to make it or I'm going to miss it by like a month because the guy's traveling. I'd really like to make it in December,
ooh,
so that's why I got basically 3 weeks, and I got a lot to do on these things. So was trying to finish guards today, didn't get as far as I wanted. Hopefully, we'll finish those tomorrow. It's actually good that I didn't get as far because I had some email communication with the customer, and I sent him the design for the guard, and he had some really good suggestions, and
oh,
so
good.
It's good that I didn't start that part of the guard. So I'll be doing those tomorrow. I've already got his blessing on the design, and he really likes it. So we're going to move forward there.
Cool. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do those twice.
No,
You'd be
I don't
making.
want to do anything twice.
Um,
I've already done a katana, one of the katanas twice.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Huh.
habakis are done. They went okay, actually. Managed to do 2 habakis in a day, which is pretty good for any of you who've ever done a habaki on a Japanese blade. Those take a while. And then the guards, basically the guards are just discs that I was going to mill it, but I ended up using the lathe, just thinning out the center, just so to take some weight off and give them some contour. And then now I got to put all the relief and the cutting the holes and the fancy shit in them. So, and then they need inlay, and there's a bunch of stuff that's got to happen on these things. So, yeah. So if I can get those done and start on the handle, the parts of the handle, which I'm not even going to remember the name of, the Fuchi or something, whatever, the opening on the handle that accepts the tang, and then the back of the handle.
Obviously, the seppuku.
Yeah, right. That the Septicu's younger brother.
Yeah.
If I could get those done this week and fit the handle, I'll be ecstatic,
Nice.
because there's all kinds of other shit to do, finish work on these things. So I'll need a couple of weeks for that. But
Cool.
yeah, that was most of my week. But then I had to take a day off to drive up to Reno to get the disc grinder that I bought, which my buddy Rick, one of his friends was selling a disc grinder, which actually Rick built for him. And I got a great deal on that. So Rick had it at his place. So I wanted to go up and get that, spend the night at Rick's place, and actually took Parker,
Oh, cool.
my son Parker. And yeah, which was nice having him in the drive, and got to talk for a while and go out for dinner. And yeah.
So when you went up Friday?
Went up Friday morning, got there noonish. It rained from my house until 10 miles from Reno.
Oh, wow.
Like pouring rain through the pass, everything, but it didn't freeze.
You just went up 80?
80, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, but on the way home, we're like, so we got there, we basically I wanted the grinder to flip horizontal and vertical, you know what I mean? And so we fabbed that, and then and that was Friday afternoon. We went out to dinner. Actually ended up just being Parker and I. There's a story there. But and then we came home Saturday afternoon, and I wanted to show Parker like downtown Reno, which is, I haven't been downtown Reno in a while. When was the last time you were downtown Reno?
I was just there in June.
Wow, what a man.
It's been that way for a long time, dude. It's a shithole. It's a
it looks
shithole.
it looks worse. Like Harrah's is closed now. Like there's, I don't
Land
know
of the
how.
zombie, yeah.
Yeah, it is like there was and I'm not there was literally more homeless people on the streets than there were people walking around.
Yeah.
It was,
It's sad.
yeah, where the dead go to die.
Yeah, a lot of every time I've been to the Atlantis, the GSR, or the last time I went to the Peppermill, and those aren't on the strip or whatever you want
Yeah,
to call it. They're just on the outskirts because
yeah.
it's boo.
I would have gladly gone to one of those, but Parker's only 19. It's not like he can gamble, so
Yeah,
there was no, we went to Circus and, played around, played a few games, and,
sure.
and said, yeah, this sucks. Let's go. And then hit a massive snowstorm through the pass.
You got
Uh,
through though.
yeah, but I haven't been in snow period in probably 4 or 5 years, and certainly haven't been in driving in a snowstorm in a really long time. So it was weird. But
You think 4x4, 4 wheel?
I had the Jeep in 4-wheel
Yeah,
drive.
yeah.
Yeah, we were doing like 10 miles an hour for about an hour. But it was good.
Yeah, no, you don't mess around in the snow, dude. I'm telling
Thus,
you.
everyone had chains on, and then there's the idiots going way too fast, and then the idiots going way too slow, and
Yeah.
it didn't really seem like much in between. Yeah,
I've
but
only
we made it.
driven I've only driven in the snow a couple times. And it's always it freaks me out. It's not comfortable. Can't see the lanes.
I
Like
can't
everything's
see
just
the
like one
lanes.
big fucking field, snow field.
Yeah, it brought back memories of Canada. The where you can barely see, especially we didn't go at night, but if I've been um, driving in a snowstorm in Canada where it was so dark and so snowy, I could only see about 15 feet past the hood of my car, and it felt like you were, in light speed in Star Wars kind of thing.
Yeah. Not my speed.
But we made it. It was good.
Nice.
It was beautiful though, like the trees and the snow, and I know all you people are groaning out there like, oh, these guys in their snow, but it was pretty.
Yeah. Cool. So you're digging the disc grinder. It was good. You're happy?
Yeah. I
Good
mean,
deal.
yeah, it was definitely a good deal. I mean, for what I basically paid the price of like a K-back VFD, and then got the grinder, like a 2 horsepower, like obviously it's way overkill because I'm
Yeah, I
never
was
going
gonna
to run
say.
this thing that fast.
Right.
But yeah, it's got a forward reverse. It's the cat's ass.
What?
And it's nice to have a permanent disc grinder in the shop now. I don't have to swap out a disc grinding attachment.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, yeah. So, but actually, to my Patreon members, I'm probably going to do a giveaway of my disc grinder attachment. So, folks, if you're one of my Patreon members, stay tuned. You'll probably see a giveaway for that.
Cool.
I'll have to see about shipping. That thing weighs a ton, but we'll see. Oh! I got a funny message from um fuck, I just had a brain fart. from from what the hell?
Do, 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 do,
Toby.
do.
Jeez, I was like
Oh,
spacing on his name. I got a funny message from Toby, and he's like, dude, you got to listen to this. You won't believe it. I'm like, what? He goes, listen to this and tell me whose voice you think this is. And he sends me an audio clip. I think it was a video. It's a video clip with audio of some guy reading like Bible verses. I swear to God, it's your voice.
yeah. He
we
said
are.
he.
It is you. Did you have an like alternative life reading like scripture or something?
I am actively searching for alternate employment, and one of them is in the voiceover and or reading, you know, market. So yeah, that's me. Yep,
Oh,
I
I
actually
knew
did
it.
that.
I knew
Mhm.
it.
And he shared that with me too as well. And I told him that that's I do that strictly for the Lord. I give back, and that's my gift for the love and guidance He's provided me. And that's those are Bible verses. Those aren't mine. Don't get mistaken. But yeah, yeah. He said somebody's ripped off my voice for that. So
Yeah. Next thing you know, they're going to be running Olive Garden commercials during Bible reading.
yeah.
Oh man. So
Yeah, that's pretty
I've
cool.
talked a lot. Tell me about your non-week.
Well, so yeah, work is lame, and that was we're getting busier and busier for whatever reason. Well, I know the reason now. We've had a lot of projects that were sitting on hold. A lot of builders not spending money and giving the final goes on because we do large. multifamily, like apartment buildings and on podiums with like retail and subterranean garages and stuff. So they're big projects. And before the election, a couple months, probably since like the summer, we've had a lot of design, which I'm in charge of, and then nobody actually pulling the trigger on the contracts to breaking ground and stuff. So we
This
had
isn't
quite a
one of those cases where like, hey, it's December and they got to use it or lose it money. It's not that.
no. I think it's the results of the election is my guess. Just
Really.
they're going, yeah, they're feeling more comfortable with spreading. Interest rates are coming down, and it's always like this during the election.
Hmm.
People are not very optimistic about spending money of that. And plus it's expensive to spend money right now. Interest rates are super high, but that's my take. So we got a lot of shit that was on hold. We say go, and if anybody's in the construction world, like I am, you understand these schedules these days are like accelerated in a manner that's almost not really achievable. And so we have what we're currently working on, and then all the stuff that's hey, we're ready to go, so we got to add all this. So it's a little bit of a shit show, and um, just not fun. So dealing with all of that, and then I was looking forward to the weekend to make some knives, and then my son hit me up and asked if I wanted to go golf, and um, it was raining. You know, the leading up to it.
Was this Saturday you're talking about?
When we were discussing it, it was earlier in the week, and it was a pretty wet week for us here. And I was like, I don't know, dude. It says it's gonna rain, and so, anyways, he calls me, texts me on like Wednesday or something, and says, "Dad, it's not gonna rain on Saturday, so let's go." And I'm like, "All right, son, you're a weatherman now." So the problem is around here, if you're gonna book a tee time, you can't really wait until Friday if you want to golf on the weekend. You're gonna get a shitty time. You're gonna go out at like 11 or 12, and I'm not trying to do that. If up to me, I'm gonna get up super early and try to get that round in and out, because golf takes a while. 3 hours if you're moving pretty good, right?
Takes me like 5.
Yeah, but if you go out at like 8 or 9, and other people are out there, you get holed up, and it can turn into like an all day thing. So, anyways, so sounded fun. So we went out, and I booked the time, and so him and I went out on Saturday, and I'll be son of a bitch, the kid was right. We got out. It was beautiful. It was just like stunning, because it was stopped raining at like, I don't know, 5 in the morning, and then the sun came out and there's big clouds. It was gorgeous, and we're starting to finally now get our version of the leaves falling. So there was some autumn leaves on the ground, and it was really cool. And it was just him and I, so I always enjoy just hanging out with him, kind of like what you're talking about with Parker. And the last time, I never golfed this particular course. The last time I was there was when my son was golfing USGA when he was like 9 or something like that, and I would caddy for him. So I always have these really good memories of that. That's like one of the best times of my life was caddying for him, pushing his cart and kind of doing that when he was talking about strategizing over the shots. And so really, really cool memories, and I was happy to make some more with him at this time. But he has this. So him and his buddies. He's currently right now he's golfing like 2 or 3 times a week. So he has this. Um, what is it called? It's called Youth on Course. So I paid like $20 or $30 for the year, and he can go out on twilight, like on the weekdays after when you barely can get in 9 holes at the end of the day, for like $5, because he's a youth.
Wow.
So really inexpensive. Because I couldn't. It's like 30, 40, $50 to golf even at that time at the twilight rounds. So he gets out for $5. So him and his buddy are out a couple times a week, and he started this little TikTok page, and him and his buddy go back and forth, and they record these little 1-hole matches. So he does like a reel on TikTok, but he has this app for the from iPhone where
I saw it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
can you kind of put yourself in the ball in the frame, and you record the video, and it does a shot tracer, which is really cool because when you see it, it's like what you see on if you're watching golf, which I know you watch it all the time, so you're familiar.
It reminds me of Americans watching hockey, actually.
Okay,
You know,
I've seen that. I have seen that,
yeah,
but
all
really,
Canadians made fun of Americans when that got introduced.
I was so thrilled. I was like, "Oh, that's what's happening." But yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. So we did a couple of those, and I actually one of them he did. I hit a pretty good drive, and I posted that today on my story, and got a lot of comments about that. So that was pretty cool. But he kicked my ass, and we might go back this weekend. But so that was a good time. But basically, long story short, is that it was most of my day. So by the time I got back, I didn't get out in the shop like I had intended to. And then, I mean, I knew this was happening, but I just didn't quite put it all together. But my daughter's birthday was Sunday as well. So happy birthday, Sarai. I love you. She's turned 23, which is mind blowing.
Crazy.
Yeah, I guess that's why I have to dye my beard because I'm old. My oldest is 29, going to be 29 here next week.
Yeah, that's really crazy because how much older than you am I? And I only have my oldest is only 21.
Yeah, well, he
I
fucking spent a
started
lot of
late.
time making good decisions or something. No, I'm kidding. Building a career, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, so um and I have I wake them up singing happy birthday to them all their lives, every single one of them. So I get up early. I don't get the girls they don't live here anymore. So I'm FaceTiming or sending videos and doing something like that. But she wanted to go see Wicked, which just came out this weekend, and we were able to catch a show at like I think 11 o'clock show. So planning that, and that fucking thing was like almost 3 hours long. So
That's way too long.
it was a long. It
There
was a
should be a
long.
new rule. Movies are not allowed to be longer than like 2.5 hours. Even then,
If it's good, I'm into it,
it's rarely good.
and I
It's
enjoyed it.
rarely good enough that I want to sit there for 3 hours.
I don't know. I don't know. I can eat a lot of popcorn, Dennis. So yeah, so we enjoyed that. We'd both seen the play, and it was a good time. But that was a long time, and we got back, and then we did cake, and and hung out for a little while. So, like I said, it was knife making 0, all kinds of other shit 20. So,
Hey, well, you put some time in that family bank, so
oh
that's
yeah, it's all good. When I don't know about. I mean, you don't work anymore. This is what you do, right? So what I do, my strategy for life and a lot of things is like, especially when things are really busy, is I always have these things like planned that I'm looking forward to. So when I'm in the middle of these high stress moments, and I always will take a deep breath, say a couple bad words, and then I think about like, oh, I got Makers Camp coming up, or I got this weekend I got this, or we're gonna forge this. But I think about knife making all the time. Like that's what like I can't. Sometimes I'm in meetings and it's like Charlie Brown, wah, 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 and all I hear is 100 layer Damascus, forge pulse. It's it's all I think about. Like all day long, I'm thinking about like what should I do, what I want to do, plans. Like I got to do this, or I want to do this, or come up with something that I want to design, or so that kind of gets me through those lame moments where things are not cool. And I had a bunch of that this week, and I really had some plans, and um, I got a super cool uh, shipment in on the weekend, and I was really eager to try that, and I didn't get to mess with that, so
oh,
that'll happen here.
is that the handle material you've been waiting on?
No,
Oh,
That's coming tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah. But so that actually worked out in our favor. So it's all good. It's just life is full. And I think that just kind of segueing into, the Thanksgiving holiday that we have coming up. I try to stay focused and keep my thought process in line with what this time really means, and there's a lot to be grateful for, and there's a lot to be thankful for, and a lot to, as much as easy it is to get into complaining mode and talk about the woes and the battles of just everyday adulting life. There's a lot of things like this weekend where I have a beautiful family, and I got to spend a day with two of my kids and enjoy that time, and I don't take that for granted. So even though I thought about knife making a lot, uh, it's really it really kind of just brings home, and I'm really looking forward to kind of this time off here, because we will have 4 days off, and get the Sandoval crew together, and spend some time together and with my wife and kids, and just keep it low key, because this one's going to be a little tough without Grambo.
yeah,
Uh, with that loss is still weighs heavy every day, and this was one of the just the holidays. Thanksgiving and Christmas is just not going to be the same without her. So I'm happy to be together and with everyone, and just be thankful for it all.
yeah. I mean, we're doing kind of a low key as well. Just immediate fam, like the Kayla and Memphis are coming over, and my boys, and I think that's about it. And yeah, we're just doing the turkey dinner kind of thing, and yeah. But I tell you, like spending, you talk about spending time with the kids, and starting to think about like, kids are going to be growing up, and won't want to spend as much time with dad, and it was really good to spend those 2 days with Parker, and I just see him. It's fun to see him kind of as an adult, like to hang out with like my adult friends, and talk about adult things, and it's I still think of him as a little kid sometimes, but he's 19, and he he has opinions, and he was helping us in the shop and fabbing stuff and giving opinions, and it was cool. So it was a fun time having him there.
Yeah, I agree. I 100%. That's really what I didn't intend to, but I'm glad that, yeah, that it's kind of tailed that way, because for the people with the younger kids, the time goes by quick, and then you know you got adult kids, and
Yeah.
you start
I,
making knives, and you
well,
don't
I
have time to
do.
do it.
When Parker and I were in Reno, so Friday, I told him beforehand, because the boys, both my boys, love sushi, and when we go out for dinner, the three of us, it costs me a fortune because they can eat. So I said to Parker, in Reno they have all you can eat sushi, so we're going to go
Bullshit.
and have that. So Rick was like really tired, so it was just Parker and I. We get there, I sit down and ask her, what? How does this work? And she says really quickly, "Oh yeah, it's like 39, and you can pick from this page and this page." Well, we both thought she said 39. Okay, it was actually 30.99. We were thrilled at 39. So that's how it started. So we sit down, and at the top of the menu it says, um like in the nigiri, like the
Yeah. Oh
fish
yeah.
pieces on rice,
Uh huh.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it says 2 pieces per order. But for all you can eat, it's 1 piece per order. And they give you a little thing where you check off what you want, and you give them the paper. So we ordered like, okay, we can both eat. We ordered like 4 rolls and a whole bunch of nigiri. They bring it to us, and it's twice as much as what we ordered. So apparently, even though I read on the menu too, no, so we ordered 16 pieces. They brought us 32 plus the rolls. And Parker and I look at each other, and it's like, it is very bad not to eat everything you order at an all-you-can-eat sushi place. Like, they really don't like that.
Yeah.
So we had to stuff ourselves leaving that before we left that place. So it was
You put a clinic on, huh?
yeah, we put an eating clinic on.
Nice.
It was pretty crazy, but he had a good time and loved it. And like, I got the bill and it was like $80. I couldn't believe
That's
it.
crazy. That's still
And I had a beer.
mind blowing. Yeah, that's mind blowing to me.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what are you making for Thanksgiving? You guys making a Cobra Goose feast?
We're doing the typical turkey. Um, my stepdaughter Kayla makes amazing pies, even though, much to my chagrin, she's not making the crust for this one, which I've already voiced my displeasure, because she makes really, really awesome pie crust. But I guess she's going to buy the crust but make the pie. Um, so, but
What's
we're
your
doing.
favorite pie?
My favorite pie is like a blueberry pie.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Out of all the pies, you're picking blueberry?
I'm picking blueberry.
Huh.
Blueberry or even like a mixed berry pie. That's the shit. Not
Ah.
pumpkin, not apple. Ugh.
Pecan till I die.
Pecan.
Pecan.
Oh, speaking of okay, so the state that Reno is in, how do you pronounce it?
Nevada.
Nevada. Okay. Because I got tagged by Rick by saying Nevada. He's like, no, it's Nevada.
It's Nevada.
Yeah, I got corrected twice from him.
Yep.
But yeah, we're doing the the turkey, the stuffing, the yams, the
You
oh,
like turkey?
I love turkey. I think it's a delivery system for cranberry sauce, but
Oh, I'm not a cranberry guy.
you've never had my cranberry sauce, my homemade cranberry sauce. It's good.
Yeah, I always pass. I like ham better than turkey, so.
I hear all kinds of weird.
Mm-hmm. And we probably are going to have some tamales too.
Oh, I love tamales.
So we'll see.
Yeah, Kim came home last week or the week? No, a couple weeks ago, and she goes, "Oh, I got these tamales. I bought them out of the back of some guy's car." I'm like, "Give them to me right now."
That a girl. It's dangerous, but it's sometimes well worth it.
They were some of the best tamales I've had.
Yeah, you see them with the little styrofoam coolers that we can't find every time we're traveling across the country looking for a
Right.
cooler. Those are there's gold in, in those things when there's tamales. They open it up, it's like, oh, rays of sunlight coming out from tamales. So, oh, good for her. That's cool.
Yeah, years ago we used to cut our own Christmas tree down in Santa Cruz, and
Mm-hmm.
there was always a woman there with a cooler that would sell the tamales, and I'd be like, I don't care about the Christmas tree. I just want to go for the tamales.
Yeah, there you go.
And they were done by the time we got like back down to the highway.
That's funny.
Good tamales, man.
I love it. Yeah, my daughter's does bakes as well. And she had did a test pumpkin pie, and then she made a pecan pie, and just like a couple pieces that she brought for us to test.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I cannot be trusted alone with pecan pie.
It's so sweet.
Oh my god, it's so good. Like, it made me like, I felt like I was one of those burnouts in Philadelphia, Skid Row. There's like this reel of these hopheads that are just like like somebody drove down the street and they hit pause on the entire street, and there's just a bunch of just like stuck, kind of like swaying back and forth. That's how I feel it's so good. I
Okay.
am.
Okay. So if you like pecan pie, I'm going to reach out to all my Canadian listeners and friends here. Jerid would love butter tarts. Have you ever had a butter tart?
I've never heard of a butter tart.
Okay. It's a Canadian dessert. It, I don't like them. Same thing. They're extremely sweet, but very much like pecan pie, but
Heck.
in a little tart. They're very popular
Hmm.
in Canada.
Do they ship well,
I don't
Canadians?
know. When someday we're going to go to Canada, and I'll make sure you get
Well, hurry up
poutine.
and finish those damn katanas and bring back some butterscotch or butter crap or tarts or butter
Yeah, you're gonna
cookie.
you're gonna have some poutine and some butter tarts
Yes,
on the
I'm down for the
daily while you're
poutine.
there.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully, I get these katanas done in time. I actually would like the trip to Canada as well, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So
Well, cool. Well, speaking of Canada, I know a guy out there who sells everything you need for knife making. Have you heard of him?
I have, and he loves butter tarts because we've had this discussion.
You know what I still have? Look at this.
Oh yeah, eat more.
I still haven't eaten the Eat More that I got from our wonderful buddy Lawrence Lake at Maritime Knife Supply, who has everything that you need for your knife making, from scales, abrasives, steel, grinders, attachments, multiple of our other wonderful sponsors products. Anything you need, Lawrence has it. And if you can't find it, he will go figure out where to get it and look it up for you. Not only that, but he's one hell of a dude who always gives back to the community. I do want to mention that the $2,000 scholarship for the New England School of Metalworks is still going on, and you have until December 1st. If you are between the ages of 16 and 30, get that application in and for a chance to win that $2,000 towards class and accommodations for the intro to bladesmithing class that they have up there. So just one of the many cool things that Lawrence does and provides for the community. Also, I do know that this weekend you guys can also look forward to a Black Friday, or it's Boxing Day, right?
No,
When is Boxing Day?
day after
After
Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, so Black Friday, then I knew it was one of those things, but I'm not really Canadian. I'm gay, so no. But so Black Friday this week, he's going to have 10 to 15% off of steel and handle materials. So go take advantage of some cool deals and let him know that the boys at Triple T sent you.
Lots of sales to be had this week.
Mm-hmm.
Our friends over at Baker Forge are having a big sale as well. They're having some major discounts, um, up to 40% off. They have brand new knife maker starter kits and a ton more. Combo deals, 30% off a jug of gator piss and a starter bar of 100 layer Damascus.
Mm-hmm.
So they have Makome,
Mokume twist.
Mokame. Everyone says that word differently. Mokame. Wrought iron, Go My ladder, 40% off. Tiger My Damascus core and nickel shim, 30% off. So a ton of deals over at Baker Forge. So go check them out and make sure you use that code triple T10. Although I don't think you can use that on these sales, but for your everyday use, go check out Baker Forge and Tool and use that discount code
In the app.
Yeah, yes, and the app. Definitely go check out the app. In fact, those sales will probably be up in the app first, so go check them
Those
out.
sales are live now, today. Everything is ready to rock and roll. And I'm happy to say that for the first time, because normally when we say go use the discount code triple T10, that's TTT10 for 10% off your next purchase at Baker Forge and Tool. It's been 3-4 days and they're probably all gone. So, but today we have a live right now, full effect discount for Black Friday and Thanksgiving. So make sure you go check them out and still tell them that the boys over at Triple T sent you.
That's right.
All right.
So I want to. Something interesting came up at annoying for Rick, but came up at Rick's place, and it kind of tied into Triple T last week, which my Triple T was all about precision and precision tools, and now that I'm obviously into folders, precision matters. And a good little example of this, we're at Rick's place, and he's.
Sizes always matter, Dennis.
I
I
said
mean,
precision, not
precision,
size.
my fault. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's hard to add a couple inches on it when you're talking millimeters. So.
We're at Rick's place, and I could tell he's visibly annoyed, and he's asking me about the pivot, and he says, here, and he hands me the folder that he's working on, the first folder after the course, and he's like, try the pivot. And the pivot is visibly loose and moving back and forth. And I said, I'm asking him the obvious questions. Are you a dumbass, and did you drill the hole wrong? And he assures me, no, it's drilled reamed to 1875 because they're 3/16. And he goes, take the pivot out here, measure the pivot. He hands me a Mitutoyo calipers.
Same ones I have.
Right.
Yep.
Measure them. His pivot
Matsumoto. They're called Matsumotos.
His pivot is 1/86. And then he hands me a Mitutoyo
Matsumoto.
Not a caliper. What's the other thing?
Micrometer.
And we measure it again, 1/86. So his pivot is off by, 1.5 thou, which doesn't sound like a lot, but on a pivot for a folder, that is like a football field.
Ouch.
And it's the pivots that he got from wherever he got them. I'm not going to name the company, but so yeah, we sit there and lamented, what is he going to do? And just to prove it, I took apart the folder that I brought to take the pivot out and put the pivot in his knife, and then it was rock solid. And I got my pivots from a different source. So
teaser.
So that shows you how much precision matters when you're talking about 1,000th of an inch making a big difference. So, yeah, get yourself some good measuring equipment and get your stuff from a reputable place. But
that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
So the pivots he got were not what they said they were.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And the funny thing is that he called the guy, and the guy said, oh, no. Like my pivots are accurate to the millionth of an inch. Okay.
Ooh.
But they range, this is what the guy said, but they range between 1863 to 1872. I'm like, if they're within a millionth of an inch, why are they varying by almost 1,000th? Like, that sentence did not make sense to what you just said. So, yeah, he's gonna shit can those pivots and use some others.
That's a bummer. I'm sorry, Rick. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Thank you for that message you sent me today. You sent me a very heartwarming message on Triple T.
Oh, it did?
Yeah. It warmed my heart.
Oh.
Can't repeat it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, and the very first thing I had to do when I was in Reno before I did anything else?
What is it, Dennis? Tell me.
Oh, you bastard. I had to get the chew for my co-host or he was going to cry.
You're a smuggler, dude. Welcome.
Yeah, right? And Parker's like, but Dad, are we going to get stopped at the border? I'm like, there's no border. It's not like we're not crossing into Mexico here. There's no border.
All you gotta do is report an apple, dude. They don't care about your chew.
Yeah. I may or may not have stopped at Cabela's and bought some ammo, which also isn't allowed, but
that's cool. Well, thank you, sir. I do appreciate it because I was down to another brand.
It was Parker's idea. We were when we were just leaving Cabela's, they had a whole jar of Cabela's brand chew, and we were really tempted to buy a couple of those.
Isn't that like beef jerky? It's beef jerky.
Is it?
It's not chew. Yeah, it's beef jerky.
That would have been even better. Because they were like $3.
Yeah, it's beef jerky, dude. It's
Damn it! Now I wish I would have
Uh,
just handed you a bag of like a bunch of those taped together.
yeah, that would have been funny. I would have known right off the bat, though. But that's good. Yeah, such is life. Travel in the States for tobacco. So, but anyways, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for not
Yeah,
forgetting.
you're welcome. And they have drive up like smoke tobacco places in Reno.
I do. I know.
That's
As soon as you were there, and I knew Rick was with you, I knew where you were
oh
because Rick and I went last time.
oh, it's like
Yeah,
that's crazy.
it blew my mind when I was there too. It's like, can I have a drink?
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
It was good.
Yeah,
You know what I heard today from somebody is that now at I don't ever eat there. I'm big for a lot of reasons, but eating at Carl's Jr.'s isn't one of them because I don't ever eat there. But some people were telling me that they have ditched live people um, that you order to, and you order through AI.
really, that's annoying.
And he said they got the order completely right, and they were trying to throw like curveballs because they found out it wasn't. They knew it was an AI, and they said they got it
Oh, you mean at the drive-through?
at the drive-through.
Oh, I thought you meant at the counter. I'm like, no.
No. Oh yeah, they don't have AI cooking the burger, but yeah, when you drive up, yeah, they don't have anybody manning the drive-through. It was interesting. I was like, what? Because
I haven't been to a Carl's Jr. since they had $6 burgers. Are they still $6? Do they still call them $6 burgers?
I don't think anything's $6 anymore.
I know, but
I ordered a burrito from a place by my work, and let's say a couple years ago they were $9,
probably
and
18
then
now.
they went to fucking after COVID, they popped up to like $13, and that makes me go like, what the hell? And but I kind of accepted that everything's kind of gone up. $16
Yeah,
now
the
last
one.
week. I was like, what? I was the one telling like, you're lucky I really like burritos because I'd have sent this thing back. But yeah, $16.
Yeah, I mean the place at the corner that I like, the
You could,
regular burrito, not even the big one, the regular one is $18.
yeah, you could not be a Patreon for the Work For It podcast anymore for that rate.
That's true.
That is true. So,
Yeah, things have gone up.
but yeah,
But I did end the week on a high note because I sold the Nosferatu dagger, which I was happy about. Had to make the sheath for that before I left, but shipped it out today. So that is the opposite of the Mexico knife fiasco, because it was somebody not local, but someone in the U.S., only a couple of states away. But it was fun to get to ship that one out. I put a little reel up with the.
what was the steal on that one?
It's Damascus, so it's 1084 and 15 and 20.
No, what was the steal though? What was it? That was the basket weave?
That was the basket split. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yep.
Pattern. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's what I meant to say.
Yeah. But did
Well,
you see
cool.
the reel?
Congrats.
Did you see the sheath for that one?
I did not.
Oh, you have to check Instagram and look at the reel. It came
Oh,
out nice.
wow.
I liked it.
Oh, cool.
So hidden stitching on the front because it was like shark skin over ray skin, and it was sitting over the stitching, so there's no stitching on the front. So
Oh,
I like,
cool.
yeah, looks cool. It's all
Yeah.
black, of course, because the blade is black. So hopefully he likes it because I never sent him a picture of the sheath. So
Wow. Surprise, motherfucker. No, that's cool. No, I've in and out of Instagram and social media altogether as of late. I forced myself to do a couple reels last week. I did one for the that little EDC that I made the sheath for with my mom. I put that one out, and then I did some stories while my son and I were golfing in that golf tracker thing. But I've been kind of bummed with Instagram because I don't know if I'm not bummed, and it's nothing that's like high on my priority list, but I have been stuck at 1,595 followers for what seems like forever. Like, and I think overall, like I had getting close to where I'm at within a couple thousand was easy, like happened so fast. But I think luckily I got in right before the Instagram shit hit the fan. But dude, I have been at 1595, go down to 1592, go up to 1598, go back down to 1530. So it's like I get a bunch of bots and then they all disappear. So
Yeah, they do a bot correction.
yeah, it's kind of weird. But I know you're not. You got to put into it to get that back out. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I post once a week now on Instagram. It's just my head's not in it.
Yeah, same. And my feed is like just not what it used to be either. I get a lot of ads
I
and
was gonna say it's all titties now.
no, that's the other account. Hey, that's our discount code, dude. Relax. Okay. Titties plus another T. All right, get out of here. Yeah, no, that's my personal account. Two different stories there. We'll be in I was telling Dennis a long time ago we were traveling and I'm like searching through there and I'll pop to the other account. I'm like, oh Jesus. Like I gotta be careful who I'm in line with because I'm like Deco Blades, Jerid. They're two different people apparently. But yeah, it's cluttered. So, anyways,
Well, since we're on Instagram, who you got for Maker Spotlight this week?
I have someone I've been following for a while, and that is W Crumb _ Bladesmith. He has a 1,091 followers.
Now 1,092.
Look at it. I almost want to refresh to see it happen. But yeah, Winland firefighter, knife maker up in North MS. What's North MS? Help me.
Missouri?
I don't know.
MS.
Huh.
It's got Missouri, right?
Uh-huh.
Mississippi?
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know my acronyms.
Neither do I, apparently. Kind of regretting I even brought it up. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I've been following him for a while and I am digging his stuff here. He's got some stake turners, bunch of EDCs.
It's Mississippi.
Oh yeah, there it is. Thank you. Some Damascus stuff. Really cool things. Good, clean work. Some shows. Some ball bearing stuff there too. Looks really cool. Was just at the Texas Select and has a cool sticker too. I think I got that at the very first Blade show that we went to. One of the first ones I went to. But yeah, if you're not following him, go make sure you check it out. WCRUM _ Bladesmith on Instagram.
He's a bladesmith with a beard. I don't believe it.
It's weird, huh?
Yeah, he's got some nice stuff.
Yeah, digging it.
Really nice. Oh, I see a Bush beer handle.
Yeah, I meant to say it when I scrolled by, but yeah, some cool stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, some scoops are in there too. Yeah, good stuff. Go check them out.
Yep. I have got Bam _ Knives. He's got 1,170 followers. That's Ben Marshall. Just a dude with a knife making habit is what it says in his profile, which I think we can all relate to. It's got a bunch of really cool knives. Yeah. Bunch of knives, guards, into brass guards. Some cool stuff. So yeah, go give him a follow as well. Bam, BAM _ knives.
I can't find him.
You'll probably have to click on the link. He's probably in IG restricted jail like the rest of us.
It did let me. Normally it doesn't let me do the link. Oh yeah. Good stuff. It only
Cool.
shows me a bunch of things of pictures. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I will definitely check it out. I'll get the old IG working. And
So we've had this listener question on here. I want to get to it this week. I want to get your take on this.
And I want to go to bed.
No.
Oh, okay.
You're not going to bed. The listener question is, what personality traits are most important for a master knife maker? From Gene Kunkel 8001. This is from probably YouTube.
Okay.
So I want your take on this. What personality traits are most important for a master knife maker?
Personality traits? My first reaction is doesn't fucking matter, but
Yeah.
I don't care what you are. No, I think humility is probably the biggest one that'll like stick out to me. Like if you're approachable, um I mean, talking personality here, so I get to get my judge on right now. If you're a dick, unapproachable, come off like you know it all, your shit doesn't stink, you're the best in the world, I'm not interested in fucking with you at all, Master Smith or not, right? That's been a really, really, really awesome uh, experience for me, is that I haven't ran into many people that are like that. So for makers of any skill level, I think that's really important to me. If you're relatable, cool, talkable, and just downright just a decent, cool person, I'm into it, and I want to talk, and I want to learn, and I want to pick your brain, and I want to show you what I have, and um, get some feedback and whatnot. But yeah, if you're not approachable or down to earth, then you can kick rocks with your cool knives, Mister Knife Master, whatever you are, because I'm not interested. But I obviously I feel passionate about that, right? But I think more times than not, people fall into the other category of that. It's been my experience. So as far as personality goes, yeah, just don't be a douche, and I'm into it.
So but to be a better, like a master knife maker, well, obviously approachable. What other things? What other items do you think, personality traits or traits you think they should have? Or,
Like
well,
maker traits, like
yeah, like personality trait, a maker trait. Like what do you think? Think of your favorite, high level master. What do you think the good traits you think they have?
I just said it.
All right. Uh, I think probably the most important is like attention to detail. Being able to see the little things, see the little nuances of a knife. I think that is probably one of the most, like, that makes a really important master, is being able to look at a knife and say, yeah, this swedge on one side is off by 5 thousandths of an inch than from the other side. Like that kind of detail. I think that's what separates the masters from, and not just seeing it, being able to fix it, of course. Um, and knowing, giving you the tips on, yeah, just do this or just do that. Um, yeah, like I got a couple of good tips from Mike V for folders. I've had like my my lockup on the folder I'm doing is sticking a little bit. Just put a little of that tap fluid on it that you tap the holes with, and that'll make it less sticky and release a little easier. Like little things like that. So, yeah. Attention to detail.
I can get on board with that once they're decent people.
But I mean, that sentence aside, like,
I know.
you can be a master knife maker and still be a dick, but you could be good at it,
Yeah, but if you're a dick, you're not gonna share that attention to detail with people unless
That's true.
there's a
That's true.
select few, right? So I'm not trying to be an ass, but I was kind of trying to be an ass to you right there. But yeah, no, I think that's a good one. And I mean, eh, master maker, journeyman, it's the sharing of the knowledge in a way that is easily received and hopefully beneficial to the person, right? And encouraging as you're ripping the shit out of them. Like we always talk about my experience with Mike V the first time. You know, those words will never ever leave my head. Like every time I hand sand, I think of him coming down out of his glasses, looking down at me. Like if you're gonna hand sand, fucking hand sand. Don't be lazy about it, right? And it wasn't mean, and it wasn't. It was it was a purposeful criticism,
Yeah.
and I appreciate it. So, but yeah, I haven't had the opportunity to present or approach a master smith in that sense to where the I was that kind of feedback was important. I haven't had that experience yet.
Right.
So for someone like you, I can totally relate with you when you were shopping around, not shopping around, but taking your journeyman set around and seeking out feedback from master smiths as you were getting ready to test for journeyman. And the stories of this one was very helpful and this one wasn't. Right?
Yes. And a couple of them were dicks, like like
Weird.
like you said, a couple of them
Yeah.
didn't give good info and weren't very approachable. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you're right. That is an important one as well.
It is. But no, and I agree though. But I've had some really, really solid feedback from people that weren't masters smiths,
Oh yeah, of course.
and but um, yeah. So that's an interesting question. It's kind of I think it was geared for you.
Well, it was a question to me, but I wanted to get your point of view.
Yeah, I'm just a nobody, dude. Cool.
You know who's not a nobody?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, me.
I just said I was. Get out of here. Tell me. I have a bunch of nobodies that.
Mr. Frank Machado at Two Bastards, Texas Smithy and Supplies, who I just saw. I was trolling through Instagram and I saw someone taking a tomahawk class. I'm like, wait a second, that's Frank.
That's right.
So he took a tomahawk class with Jeff Davidson. So
That's
that
right.
was cool. So hey, even if you're a hammer maker, you can make tomahawks and you can take a class and you can get info from other people. And I bet you Frank used his Two Bastards fat peen to make that tomahawk. Just guessing, but I'm pretty sure he did.
No, I shared a reel on our Triple T account that they posted, and there was a combination of power hammer and fat peening going on. It's official. Yeah.
Nice.
So
there's a joke there. I'm gonna leave it alone.
what do you mean?
The power hammer, the power peen, the power peen.
I'm setting you up here, buddy. There's it's called a layup. I mean, take it, smash it. Let them know about that fat peen, straight peen, diagonal peen, cross peen.
Cross peen.
Yeah, curve peen. I'm still trying to work out, but I bet you can get a curved power hammer peen too if you wanted. But
Yeah. So if you need a hammer, go check out Frank at Two Bastards. He will hook you up.
That's right. Because ain't it grand to have a fat peen in your hand?
That's right. And when you're done that knife and you want to make it purty, what do?
I go check out my boy Travis Haynes at pelicanpaste.com. He will hook you up. He's got hard wax, soft wax, Pelican oil, hand solve, soap, and just all the premium wax needs that you need to. How many needs can I say? Everything you
You're
need
a
to
neat
get that
guy.
knife. I am needy, yeah. But
If only they knew.
yeah, no, it's so bad. But at any rate, yeah, go check out Travis at Pelican Paste and make sure you realize that the knife and the knife handle are not the only uses for Pelican Paste. You can put them on, any kind of wood handles, from hammers, tomahawks to you name it. Get the
Sheaths,
and the sheaths. Yep, absolutely.
all kinds of stuff.
Yep. Endless uses. So go check out pelicanpaste.com and enter the discount code triple T10 for 10% off your next purchase as well. And if you're in the Hoth region of North America, you can head up to Maritime Knife Supply, where Lawrence also carries Pelican Paste now, and Baker Forged and Tool Steel and Gator Piss as well.
Oh, and Parker, total aside, Parker also used the Hoth reference, even though I don't think he's ever heard that our reference to Hoth.
Oh,
On the way home, he's like, "It's like we're on Hoth."
you know, when you miss a joke from from Noah, it becomes part of your everyday knowledge or
That's right.
language now. So, yeah.
All right,
All right.
man.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, have yourself a very great Thanksgiving. Be thankful. Tell people what you're thankful for.
Tell
Um,
tell us what you're thankful for.
you're telling me to tell you?
No, I'm telling. Well, yeah. I mean, if you didn't, I did ask the question, but tell the listeners. Go ahead and share what you're thankful for on the Triple T Instagram, and I'll give you a shout out.
That's right.
Tell the world. We'll
And I
spread the thankfulness.
and just another reminder, I would be thankful if you guys sent me in some more viewer knives pictures. I'm gearing up to do that episode on Tyrell Knifeworks YouTube on the weekly Triple T. It won't be this week, but probably next week. So send me in those pictures, and don't worry. Don't like, oh, but it's my first knife, or it's only my 10th knife. Doesn't matter. Those are the ones that people appreciate too. So send them in.
Yours truly had like one of his very first knives featured in that video, so
That's
yours will
right.
be better. That's for sure.
And send those to tyrellknifeworks@gmail.com.
Not triple T dot US dot planet Hoth dot hyphen underscore
Not us.
aspersand dot com triple T caspod.com.
No, not that
Not
one.
that one. Okay.
Not that
All right.
one.
Cool. All right. Let's get out of here.
All right. We're out of here.
Hi, Mom. And that's a wrap.